Hello, everybody. Today, I'm very happy to bring Adarsh Shastri, our student for the purpose of CA Intermediate May 23 examination. Welcome, Adarsh. Adarsh is our 38th rank AIR. He has secured in May 23 examination CA Intermediate, both the groups. Very intelligent student. He has appeared for both the groups simultaneously and he has cleared both the groups in first attempt with 38th AIR. So, welcome, Adarsh. Today, I want you to share your tips with the future charters as such, and as well as your ideas about how to study, etc. So, welcome.
Yes, thank you, sir, and very thank you for giving me this opportunities to talk on such a big platform so that we can help others.
Oh, yeah, very nice. So, let us start quickly because students may be interested in knowing how did you study and how did you plan for your studies. So, what was your first thing? That is, how did you plan for your studies for CA Intermediate?
Actually, the CA intermediate studies actually were planned after the classes are started. So basically, I had started from November, December onwards,
Mhm.
and then till April, May, till the exams, the planning was continued. And
Okay,
also, yeah, do so basically in November, December, I started. I did not pre-plan the studies before CA interview itself.
okay.
First,
So,
I
I
like
think
took the first I took the means how the difficulty level of each subject I tried to analyze basically after some of the classes,
mhm.
and then I started to plan accordingly as per each subject.
Correct. I think I started your batch at around 19th of July, probably. So before your CA foundation result, we started, and you
Yes,
were there from the first lecture as such. So that was a good thing because starting early helps you for the purpose of understanding how much in-depth studies are necessary, and
yeah,
at the same time, which subject probably you may not be comfortable, or which
yeah,
subject you will need some extra efforts, etc. So maybe starting at 19th of July and then going up to Diwali probably must have helped you for the purpose of this one. That's a good thing
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Now, the next one which I would like you to ask is how many hours you studied when classes were going on? When the classes were going on, after the classes were over, that is obviously there that you must have studied a lot. But when the classes were going on, because we used to start at around 11:30 in the morning, and then we used to come up to almost up to 8:30 or 9 o'clock. So, how much studies you were doing when the classes were going on?
So basically during the classes, the actually I started the studies after classes in November, December itself when I started
Okay.
to plan quite deeply.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I like was a little bit on the lazier side. Actually, I then got to know that we have to means we have to take the level up of studies, and now I started to self study from November, December,
Okay.
and it was restricted to 2 to 4 hours daily before the classes I started in the morning. I
Okay.
did not prefer to study in the evening because like my like energy level was quite low, and I felt like I do not want to study at that time, so I preferred studying in the morning time.
Okay. So when the classes were going on and we were studying from 11:30 to 8:30 almost, before the classes you were already studying for 2 to 4 hours. Okay.
Yeah,
So that means you were already developing a good stamina, and that you started around November. So again, that's a good step which is to be kept in mind by everybody else also. Then and once the classes were over, then all your syllabus I think I completed around 31st of Jan. So then you are having
yeah, yeah.
February, March, and April. 3 months you are having in your hand before your actual exam started. So in those 3 months, how did you or how many hours you were studying and how were you studying?
So basically, I was studying for 9 to 11 hours at
Okay.
that self-study timing,
Okay.
and it was like 10 to 5 was my sleep timing, and
Okay.
then from 5 to 10 I used to distribute some day 9 hours, some day 10 hours, some day 11 hours, like as per the schedule of that day. Some here and there work comes when we are at home, so that's why to adjust that 9 to 11 hours daily, we I used to study, and I used to give sufficient breaks so that I do not feel stressed out and all.
So at a time, at a stretch, one subject, how many hours you used to study when you were having those holidays or 3 months before the exam? One
So,
subject at a time, how many hours?
basically, I used to study a maximum 1.5 hour to 1 hours 45 minutes, not more than that, for
Okay.
each subject.
Mm-hmm.
And that too, in a day of self study, I used to take three subjects only, not more than that. Like
Okay.
two practical, one theory, or two theory and one practical.
Okay.
And yes, 1 hour 30 minutes to 1 hour 45 minutes maximum. And then I used to take some 10 15 minutes break in the middle. so that
Okay.
it does not become too hectic for me.
Okay, okay. Because I think when I was scheduling your lectures in the class, at that time also I was taking your lectures for almost 2 hours at a time, and then 15 minutes break, then again 2 hours lecture, likewise. So probably that particular pattern you continued even when you are going for self-study. That's a good thing then. And what is your ideal study time? Because some of us are night owls, some of us are early risers. So who are you as such? You are a late night student or you are an early morning student?
Actually, I prefer to study early in the morning than
Okay,
late in the night because, like, I think that my energy level is quite low at the end of the day, and I do not want to study beyond 10 as such. So
okay,
I say I like get up early in the morning, like 4 or 5, and then I start to study. And
okay,
like during exam, when there was exam time also, during revision also, I used to get up quite early, like 4 or 4:30, and then I used to study because I used to prefer that. But
okay.
I think that everyone has a different study schedule,
Yeah.
so he can plan accordingly whether he wants to do it late at the night or early in the morning.
Yeah, that's very true because you cannot have one uniform method for every student. Some of us may be having a different body clock, and then they may prefer some different things. Everybody has different energy levels. So what you are saying is very correct. Everybody will have to find out what is the correct timing or suitable timing for them. Okay. And then did you have any special diet when you are going for the studies? Because many of the times students feel that a particular diet should be followed. Maybe I should eat more of almonds or something like that. Did you go for that, or there was no special diet?
No, as such, so I did not follow a special diet. Actually,
Mhm.
the diet was based on my exercise only, not based on the studies. Like
Mhm.
to keep my health in check, that's why I used to keep a diet. I did not keep any special diet for improving my no, like intelligence or something like that. I did not go
Okay,
for any special diet as
okay.
such.
But then were you doing exercises also, or how was your physical activity in that case?
Like I used to do very basic like gym. I did not go, but
Mhm.
at home only I used to do like push up or like some basic like crunches and all
Mhm.
dumbbells, and then
Mhm.
every day half hour jogging and walking I used to do. So I thought that that was quite enough for my body style. That's why I used to do only 1 hour exercise daily.
Okay, okay, that's great. That's great. I think I always tell my students that it is better to have some physical activity. Staying at home continuously, sitting on the chair, or maybe sleeping on bed and then doing studies continuously is not actually speaking good. Although you are going for a professional exam and it's a very difficult exam, still you need some physical activity every day. And if you do it in a proper manner, then your mind also will not get fatigued. That's so you have done it very
Actually,
nicely. Hmm.
people can also like play sports and all if they want 1 hour or 1 hour, 1.5 hour daily. That's also fine. Like if they
Yeah.
do not want to do exercise, then sports are also is quite fine.
Correct, correct. But keeping yourself under the behind the shut door is not something which is recommended.
Yes.
Okay, okay. And then did you manage? Do you maintain any social media presence? And how did you manage your social media, if at all you are going for it, like
Actually,
Instagram and Facebook or maybe some other things?
I'm not that active on social media. Like Instagram, I do not, I have an account, but I'm not that much active on that.
Okay,
Mostly I rely on WhatsApp only and sometimes Twitter. And recently I've started LinkedIn. During exam time, I was not on LinkedIn anyways. So
okay.
basically, social media was not a problem for me. Basically, YouTube and some games were more of a problem for me. So,
Hmm.
like I used to use digital well-being in our phones. There's a
Okay,
setting known as digital well-being to limit the time, like 1.5 hour daily is of YouTube and games is the max which I will give, and beyond that I will not be allowed to use that. So I think people can use that if they want to control their social media addiction, like Instagram also.
so you use digital well-being app. I think that was recommended by Kaustubh sir also in the class once. And I also used to tell you this particular thing that it is always better to monitor how you are spending your time on social media because that helps. And it's really a good thing that a student of your generation or student from this generation is not into Instagram. So you are not distracted by reels. I'm very happy for you. That's really good, really great. Keep it up, keep it up. And then how did you manage your stress? Because obviously this is a stressful study. Sometimes some subjects may be difficult, some questions may be difficult to recollect, although they are discussed in the class. So, did you go for some type of relaxation, maybe listening to music or maybe chanting some mantras or something like that? How did you manage your stress?
So basically, like if I feel stressed out, then like I sit for a while, like meditation type of thing. Like I sit calmly and then close my eyes and focus on breathing. So like it quite enhances my knowledge abilities. Like it helps me relax out myself and stress is quite gone. And also some mobile and all, if I see this casually, then also my quite a lot of stress is gone. And as such, I did not do anything else. Like basically, this was my relaxer. And sometimes I used to talk to my parents or friends about some of the issues and all. And like after sharing with them, it used to like the stress used to calm down a bit.
Okay, that's good. So basically, meditation is something which was your key or key stress buster, basically, and talking to your parents and friends. That's good. And then before the exam, when you were doing the studies, at any point of time, were you nervous at any point of time that, oh, this probably is not my cup of tea, or this is going to be difficult, or I may not be in a position to clear? That kind of nervousness, did it creep into you at any point of time, or you are always clear in your mind that no, this is going to be easy task for me?
No, actually, during the only one exam I had experienced that, like before tax to some extent, tax and audit, but the most I experienced during the EISSM paper. So like I was quite stressed out, like what will be the result, I don't know. So
Mm-hmm.
like I still kept my calm and then gave my paper, attempted full paper, and like I had quite positive hopes that I will secure 50 plus marks or 55 marks. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why still there was quite a lot of stress, but still I attempted it, and then the stress went away after the exam itself.
Okay. And how much did you score in the ISSM? Let everybody know that despite of the stress, how much did you score in that?
Actually, it's the lowest, but still I scored 67 in that. So
Okay, okay.
yeah.
67 is the lowest. For many students, actually speaking, crossing 60 itself is very difficult thing. So, despite of the stress, with your calm attitude and with your focus, you are in a position to go beyond 60. That's really good. And other subjects, obviously, your marks are now told by the institute itself that you are a rank holder. So, now one more question which I would like to ask: the what are the tips you can give to the students for preparation of the studies? So maybe they should go for listening to the study material or reading the study material or taking down the notes. What are your tips? That's something probably you feel that it is more useful or it helped you a lot, so which others can also follow.
I think that first, before starting any studies or like before exam itself, during the CA course itself, you shall keep the mindset that you shall have a positive mindset. You shall keep that the results of mine are shall be in all subjects shall be more than 60 plus. Like I've seen like people they focus like 50 plus 50 marks are more than enough for me. I think that's a quite a wrong attitude to start with itself. So I think first we shall focus with a positive mindset that you will pass it and you will pass it with quite a good mark. So 60 plus is quite a good target.
Mhm.
Secondly, I will like to tell like the subject weightage which you give and the institute, the weightage which the institute gives for each subject. You shall compare both of them and then plan the like chapters which are more important for you. In which like I used to do like the chapters which are more important, I used to study first and then last which were the least. So I think that order shall be kept. Like I'm not saying, I also do not believe in keeping anything in options. I think that you shall study all the chapters, you shall not keep any of them in option, just that the importance of each chapter is different, so study accordingly. And I think that preparing notes while you are attending classes itself is quite helpful. Like during revision period, the notes help you to summarize the entire book in a very short manner. And also, I think that for practical subjects, you can, while you shall refer RTP, MTP, and past papers and all. Like I've seen many people, they focus on guidebooks, but they do not focus on RTP, MTP, and all. So I think more focus shall be there over there, and guidebooks shall play a supportive role. So that's basically what I will tell.
Okay, okay. And did you read the study material given by the institute? Because many, I have told many a times about RTP, MTP, and past examination paper as well as study material. I tell it every time, every batch, all the students. So students many times skip the study material. They feel that okay, study material I need not study. I can just go for some guidebooks. You have already told that guidebooks are supporting, but did you actually refer to the study material, or you never refer to the study material?
Actually, primarily I refer to study material itself. I for actually guidebooks always played a supportive role for me. Actually, mostly though I did not take a guidebook for most of the subjects. Only for tax, you had recommended for that taxman cracker one. So
Mhm.
that one only I referred. For
Mhm.
all other subjects, I used to refer the study material only. And
Mhm.
I thought that previous year questions and RTP, MTP, all these were sufficient practice for purpose of exam. But I will still say if one wants more practice, then they can go with one guidebook maximum, not more than that. And also it shall play a supportive role. Primary focus shall be on study material itself.
Okay, okay, great. And now the most important thing, how did the class help you for studies? Because these are very voluminous studies, and you are supposed to read the big books of study material, plus you are going to go for this RTP, MTP, etc. So how the lectures actually help you? Because we had the lectures from 12 o'clock. We don't start at early in the morning at 8:45 or 8 o'clock like other classes. And I generally keep the lectures by ensuring that if you want, you should be in a position to go to your college also. So uh, how did class actually help you for all these different things?
So actually, More classes actually quite was quite helpful for me during the CA inter journey.
Mhm.
Like the classes timing was quite convenient, and also the faculty explaining the subjects was quite good as well. Also, the subjects were taught in a very well organized manner, and also the best thing I thought was you started before the CA foundation results were over,
Mhm.
so the portion was over by first week of Feb itself. So
Mhm.
we had sufficient time for self-study. Like other classes I had seen, they had completed the syllabus quite late. So the students had to struggle quite a bit for that.
Mhm.
So it's quite great that you had started before the CA foundation results. And
Mhm.
also the timings helped us quite a bit. Like if there's someday we have to attend to college, then also we can attend the college and also the classes can be attended. Also, one of the very big positives was that the online offline board. Like if one wants to attend offline, he can attend offline, or else he's out of station or he's not feeling well, then he can also attend at home online mode. So it gives a quite a bit of convenience for the person to
Mhm.
as such for studies
Mhm. Mhm.
at the time of classes.
Yeah, I remember because initially you were completely in online mode, and maybe at a
Yes,
later point, then you started coming to the
yes,
class
yes,
offline also. So I was very happy actually speaking for that part, because these online studies are many times what happens, especially if the students are staying at a faraway place, geographically a distant place, then commutation time or traveling time is something which at least at C intermediate level you are supposed to control, and you managed it very nicely. Now the results are there in front of you, that your decision actually paid off. And yes, one more last thing about the class I wanted you to tell our viewers now, that did the class help you for articleship? How articleship thing was sorted out for you with the help of class?
basically, like the More classes had a separate alumni group as WhatsApp group. So
Mm.
in that, the past like persons who had past CA inter from
Mhm.
after attending More classes. So they were all present in that group. So that group helped me to get insights into the different firms that are available for the purpose of articleship, and also like they give the suggestions like if you have a particular field or you want to like you have to go for that particular field of area for studies or knowledge, then you shall select this firm or this other firms, big four and all. Like they give quite a bit of valuable insight so that it helps me for the articleship purpose.
Okay. So now you have selected articleship, I think with E and Y. Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And when it is going to start?
uh, they have given date of joining as 14th August, so
Okay.
I have to see. Yeah.
Okay, that's very nice. All the best to you for your articleship. I'm very sure that with the experience of 2 years in articleship and thereafter going for CA final, you are again going to get a rank for CA final also. So my best wishes for that. And
Yes, yes.
um, in November, the class will be holding a separate annual day. Every year we hold the annual day. You are already aware of it. At that time, your felicitation is going to be there. I remember at the beginning of your batch, I had specifically told, because last year our rank holder was a girl, Shravani Gorbole.
Yes, yes.
So this year I wanted a boy to come with a rank, and you actually fulfilled my dream, or you actually fulfilled my wish. So thank you very much for securing the rank. In November, I'll be giving you a separate call. Do come for the felicitation ceremony. We'll be
Sure,
having a
sure.
huge audience in front of whom we'll be distributing a prize for you. As I had promised, 50,000 rupees will be your prize, and do come for that felicitation ceremony. So thank you very much, others, and all the
Yes,
best.
thank you, sir.
Keep in touch, and shine like anything in your articleship also. Okay. So thank you very much.
Yes, yes, thank you, sir.
Yes.